Howdy folks, welcome to part 40 of Pokemon Crystal. We've just entered Tohjo Falls on the route to the Indigo Plateau. We're on our way to the Pokemon League, and you need to have a Pokemon with Waterfall. And clearly you're going to need a Pokemon with Surf, but you probably already do. Hi there. It's rare to see anyone come here. Are you training on your own? Well, yes, I am training on my own. Well, not really training. I'm actually just trying to get to the Pokemon League, Megan. Ooh, a Bulbasaur! We really are in Kanto, aren't we? Actually, we've seen Bulbasaur before, but, you know. Fucking Leech Seed. So I just had to leave this battle in instead of cut it out, because this is actually a relatively difficult battle. In fact, that is something that I have to say. A lot of the trainers you're going to battle on your way to the Indigo Plateau are actually a lot tougher in the overall scheme of things than what they were in the first game. She has an IVYSAUR too? Holy shit. The only thing that she needs now is a VENUSAUR. I mean, that would make her whole entire line perfect. She'd have the first form, the second form, and the She'd have the first form, the second form, and then the third form. Have any of you guys ever had a moment like that where you have this fuck up when you're speaking, and then you have to stop and think about it for a bit, and then you're like, oh god. Happens to me all the time, as I'm sure any of you guys watching this channel are aware, but... I can't remember if I did it off screen or not, but I taught TEDDIURSA Fire Punch. I can't remember because up through part 38 that I recorded from, basically 36 to 38, only 3 parts, I did when I was incredibly tired because I'd spent so much time working on editing every single piece of footage of Pokemon Crystal. It's all ready to go, pretty much. But I decided to try and do some commentary. I was so tired, and by part 38, I was like, no, I gotta stop and go to sleep. But anyway, I don't know if I actually showed it or not, or if I made mention of it. I taught TEDDIURSA the move Fire Punch because, believe it or not, Thunder Punch is going to start getting outclassed very soon here. Not immediately, but pretty soon. And because I don't have a fire type in my team, but I do have an electric type, I gotta make up the ground somewhere, you know? Holy shit, she has a VENUSAUR! Holy shit! Wanna know what's really funny? I'm recording this literally an hour and a half before Pokemon X and Y's release day. And seeing VENUSAUR just makes me think of its... excuse me. Makes me think of its Mega Evolution, which I've only seen a picture of, which... honest to God, aside from the stupid flower on its head, which, whatever, it looks the exact fucking same to me. But whatever, I'm not talking about X and Y. I'm excited, they're coming out here in just a few hours. After work tonight, I'm gonna go and pick it up from Target as soon as it's open. Had it pre-ordered. So excited. But enough about that. VENUSAUR, no sleep powder. Fuck. VENUSAUR is essentially the exact same thing that IVYSAUR and BULBASAUR were, just, you know, a lot fucking stronger. And it knows Body Slam. Oh, you guys want to know something really shitty about CHIKORITA? It can't learn sleep powder. Ever. No, I'm not kidding. It doesn't learn Sleep Powder. That's the one powder move, aside from Spore, which is just Sleep Powder Plus, basically, that I actually think is worth a shit. I don't think Stun Spore's that great. After all, we have Thunder Wave. Poison Powder, no, we have Toxic. Sleep Powder, though, second best sleep-inducing move in the game. And CHIKORITA doesn't fucking learn it. Damn it. So disappointing. On the upside, though, Chikorita has a lot of other redeeming moves that it can learn, so, you know. Damn right I'm really strong. I took out a Venusaur with a fucking QUAGSIRE. Oh, also, because I deposited such a shitload of money, Mom's gonna call me after, like, every single battle for a little while. We already know this. That's... idiot. Are your Pokemon loyal enough to you to win? I'm like, wait a minute, Chikorita's the Pokemon I had out. Why is she saying that it doesn't trust me? I've had it since the beginning. Then I'm like, oh wait, that's right, it's Delibird. I just caught Delibird. So yeah, basically this old lady will give you a TM if your Pokemon trusts you enough, which if you have your starter Pokemon with you, it's pretty much impossible for it to not trust you, you know? And that happens to be the third weather effect. I do not believe Hail was implemented in Gen 2. I'm pretty sure that that's a Gen 3 and onward weather move. But Sandstorm is, just as it sounds, a sandstorm. It has a lot of, well, not a lot, but it has some varying effects. The first and most obvious one is it deals damage to any Pokemon in battle that isn't ground, rock, or steel type. And so, if you know how to use it, it will really, really, really help you, or it can really hurt you, because it's like taking poison damage every turn. The other effect it has, and one that the game will never ever tell you, the only way I was ever able to figure this out was through the internet, is that it raises the special defense, I believe, of rock-type Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's just rock-type. But yeah, Sandstorm, if you know how to use it, it can be helpful. I think Rain Dance and Sunny Day are infinitely better, but it's still okay. And holy shit, it's a Magneton! Magneton looks so badass in this game. I really do love Magneton. I'm also really surprised TEDDIURSA survived that, to be honest with you. I really am. I thought for sure that was going to KO TEDDIURSA. Like I said, a lot of the trainers along the way to the Elite Four are a lot tougher in comparison to in Gen 1's Victory Road. Not necessarily in level, but rather in type diversity. You're going to encounter a lot of trainers with varying types and a lot of type balance, and that's going to make it a lot harder to get through. Execute. You know what I don't understand? Why is it when... maybe I'm pronouncing execute wrong, but I don't think I am. Why is it that we pronounce the egg right before the X sound? I don't think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but maybe I am. Execute. Maybe it's exegcute. It's just, that doesn't roll off the tongue. I refuse to pronounce it that way because I don't think it's right. It's just... you know, it's just weird. There again, though, execute's really fucking weird, too. And it knows Solar Beam. Great. Luckily, it is not in its final form. Otherwise, that probably would have done twice as much damage, which would have taken me down to 42 instead of just 62. He also clearly doesn't know how to take advantage of Solar Beam like he should. Execute is a Grass/Psychic type. Why is he not using a Psychic type attack? I'm just saying, that'd be the obvious choice for taking on another Grass Pokemon, wouldn't it? I don't know, whatever. QUAGSIRE! No! Why are you fighting me, buddy? I love QUAGSIRE, though. If you know what you're doing, though, it's really pathetic. See? I know, my QUAGSIRE always seems like a friggin' beast, but it really is real easy to take out when you know what you're doing. Huzzah, though! We defeated Blake. And Chikorita is still trying to evolve, even though it's been trying since level, what, 14, 16? Who the fuck knows? Hi, Crystal, how are you? While shopping today, I saw an adorable doll. Well, great. You wanna know what that doll was? I actually went back and checked. That doll was fucking Pikachu. She bought me a fucking Pikachu doll. Damn it, Mom. Don't you know me at all? Fuck. Oh, the wild Pokemon around here are between level 28, I want to say, and 35. So, decent place to grind, especially if you can make it to the halfway point. Hi, Brian. Brian sent out a Sandslash. We sent out a Delibird. Who do you think's going to win? I don't know what the fuck that was, but anyway, yeah. Actually, I'd be willing to put my money on the Sandslash at this point. I swear to God, though, it's because of Delibird's level. Delibird is actually much better than what it's seeming right now. But we'll see that. Chikorita's getting lots of attention in this part, isn't it? And yeah, I don't really have anything to add to that. It's a ground-type Pokemon. I love Sandslash, but it is easy to take out. I got like 3 water types, an ice type, a grass type. I'm pretty much set to go against rock or ground type. Holy shit, Mom didn't call. Don't say a thing. Let me guess what you're thinking. I got it. You're on the way to the Pokemon League. This guy's not really psychic. We're all on our way to the Pokemon League. Everyone out here is. They all say so, for the most part. Holy shit, it's Starmie. I think this is the first time we're seeing Starmie. Starmie would take out Delibird in an instant, especially if the person knows how to teach it good moves. What do I mean? Starmie can learn Thunderbolt. Evidently, it doesn't know how to utilize good moves. Rapid Spin is a move that is useful in Gen 4 and onwards. Up until then, though, it's absolute shit. But yeah, Starmie, one of the fastest Pokemon ever. Psychic / Water type. Learns... It has such an amazing move pool. It is able to just tear shit up. I love Starmie. Which, I'll actually show off my personally trained Starmie in a game called Pokemon Battle Revolutions. I'm going to show off my all-water team that I trained myself, and... Well, obviously that I trained myself, but that is pretty damn good in my opinion. But anyway, that won't come for a little while. Ah, fuck. This is going to take even longer, what with Reflect. So, we're going to whoop out TEDDIURSA. This is the perfect battle for it. Let's do it! Oh, sure, that one knows Confusion. Fucker. TEDDIURSA is a great Pokemon, but seriously, as soon as it tries to evolve, let it. I actually fuck up and don't let it evolve right away, because I want it to learn the move Slash early. Believe me, even though Slash is fucking glorious, it's not worth it keeping TEDDIURSA like that. Just teach it Strength, and it'll do just fine. Huzzah! I think this is our first time seeing Girafarig, isn't it? Girafarig is a normal / psychic type. What does this mean? Well, it's completely immune against ghost type attacks. Ghost type attacks do not affect it. Which completely eliminates one weakness of psychics. It also makes it strong against fighting, the only real weakness that normal type has. Girafarig's actually a pretty good Pokemon. You can catch it in Pokemon Gold. I don't think you can get it in Silver, and I know you can't get it in Crystal. It's really disappointing because I was actually going to use Girafarig for this playthrough, but then I realized, oh wait, I can't get it. I think that might have been one of our first times seeing Agility. It looks so badass in this game. Not that it matters because Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave. Does anything else need to be said, really? Thunder Wave. Ooh, a critical hit from Surf. That had to hurt. What kind of psychic's name is Gilbert? Anyway, I'm going to show you guys a cheap way to avoid trainers. I could have done this a while back, but I don't know, I decided to battle some. You can use the water and just surf to get around all the trainers. All you'll deal with is like level 30 Tentacool. It's really good for making your way past so many trainers along the way. In fact, I'll say this, most of the trainers that you encounter on your way to the Elite Four are actually optional. Right here is the halfway point of the Victory Road, though. It's essentially the same thing as a Pokemon Center, making this an amazing place to train if you need to. Anyway, we'll continue on through Victory Road in Part 41. I'll see you guys then.